experience. So like to see what he could do tonight. I'm kind of excited to see what he can provide for these thoroughbreds.
Yeah, big body guy, and very talented. So I'm kind of curious to see, especially having to step into some big role. Obviously Big Chuck and Mishak on the sidelines. I expect him to get a lot of playing time. Thoroughbreds with the small starting lineup tonight, and Indy's got some length and some physicality. It's going to be a tough task tonight for Owensboro.
It's kind of a big game, to be honest. They really need this to get into the second and not have to be fiddling around with third and fourth and get to the end of the year and wonder what the heck just happened. But a quick bucket by the Express early.
Man, it wastes no time there.
At all.
Yeah, I knew the name Philyaw sounded familiar. He's very familiar with the Sports Center. Former Kentucky Wesleyan Panther, wearing number 3 on the Indy side.
So a good little tip play from the Express from the jump. Got it going. Nice little dump down. Laid it up and in. And here come the Express and a bump by none.
Yeah, got a little bump on the scoop shot there. It's going to send Philyaw to the foul line. Like I say, former Kentucky Wesleyan Panther coming back to his old stomping grounds here where he played his college basketball. Pretty cool.
Kentucky Wesleyan got new assistant coach today.
Yeah, absolutely. Travis Owsley. Big congratulations to Owsley. Working his way through the ranks, man.
Yeah, it's a big-time contributor at the Owensboro Catholic Aces boys basketball team. And now, like you said, he's made his way up, playing for his alma mater, coaching for his alma mater.
He's coached both alma maters now, high school and college.
Deep 2, Wilford leads the TBL and three-pointers made, but has been quiet the last couple due to injury, and then he had a code game the last home game here. But a 4-0 run by the Express and good ball movement.
Good recovery defense from the Thoroughbreds there, though, to cut it off and force the shot clock here down. Shot on the way, no good. Good defense by the Thoroughbreds. Oh, got to rebound the basketball.
They're going to miss Chuck and Mishak on the boards today.
Yeah, they're going to need Milligan and Davenport to really step up on the boards. 7-0 start for Indy. Not the start you're looking for if you're Owensboro out of the gate.
No. See if Park can get him on the board. In and out.
Ice cold to open. Back quickly coming Indy.
And here comes a wide open 3 in the corner. Express. Oh, man, and it's 10-0 start.
Got to take a quick timeout if you're Coach Anderson. And Indy coming out making a statement out of the gate. And Thoroughbred's not responding. Yeah. When you're shorthanded, you want to try to get through these, especially this early part of this game, try to stay competitive. Hard to fall behind early and have to scrap from behind when you're shorthanded.
It kind of takes away from your game plan from the start. Now you're scrambling, but plenty of time in these pro games. But, one thing that Thoroughbreds like to do is they like to get Chuck going early in the post. They like to go inside out, and with no post presence right now, anxious to see how they're going to facilitate some of that offense.
You hear Coach Anderson a lot talk about paint touches, and right now, I mean, it's hard to want to pound the paint because you're just completely outsized. Not just by the height, but the physicality of Indy is just overall, Owensboro just completely outsized. Curious to see how long it'll take till we see Mr. Edmondson check in and see if he can make a difference down there.
One thing that's always tough is having to basically switch your whole philosophy of how you play mid-season, three-quarters of the way through, and see what they could do. They've known about this, so it's not like they haven't practiced it. But
and they have shooters too. That's the thing. They have shooters that can keep them in any game. But a cold shooting start tonight.
And a good set play, nicely done by Corey Wilford.
Big one from Corey there. We'll see if that gets him started. Corey Wilford single-handedly can keep you in a lot of games if he's knocking them down.
And a good double screen. Baseline double screen for Wilford to come through, and just a nice delivery, catch and shoot. And they match it right back.
Wow. Campbell with the smooth stroke out there.
Hart. And a tough finish in traffic.
That was a good job by Campbell defensively there as well.
And racing right back is the Express, and Phil with a bucket. Man, they are go, go, go.
Yeah, Owensboro's getting ran out of the gym right now, 15-3. Got to find some offense and way to stabilize this half-court offense if you're the Thoroughbreds.
Hart, tough take, gets swiped from behind by Campbell. Coach Andre Owens played at Seton Hall. Am I not? Correct me if I'm wrong on that, Steve.
What's that now?
Andre Owens played at Seton Hall, right?
I believe so. Yeah, we'll check that. I'll check it.
Absolute baller, if I'm not mistaken. But we finally get to see the pro debut for Edmondson. Yeah, Edmondson with a paint touch. Going in, up and under, left hand. Gets his own board, put back, blocked, and fouled from behind. Heard the smack through the headset. Way to work there by Edmondson from the right. As soon as he making a presence, making himself known. Edmondson at the line to shoot two. First one good. They had a whole sub. They have 3 subs coming in for the Thoroughbreds. Edmondson, Cameron Moore, and Javion Eves. There you go, 2 for 2 at the line is the newcomer.
Yeah, Coach Anderson didn't waste no time going to the bench and getting some backup. Didn't love the energy of the Thoroughbreds out of the gate.
And they need some height. They brought in the taller Moore, and they brought in the taller Edmondson. Get some rebounding. And a travel. Oh, they're calling a hand check.
Oh, man.
I don't like that one.
Nah, not at all.
Number 7, Caden Edmondson, his first.
You know, his offensive move was not obstructed at all by Edmondson. It didn't hinder him from his moves.
That's a tough matchup for anybody on the floor right there. Big man Campbell's tough.
15-5. Tough closeout. Look for a 3 by Arnett. It's no good. Moore with the board, and here comes Thoroughbreds. Eves.
Oh, no look to Moore. Couldn't get it there. Nice cut, though, by Moore.
And slow to get back of the Thoroughbreds, and a layup and in. This one by Arnett. And 17-5. Indy Express with 8:10 to go in the first period.
Looking at head coach over here, Andre Owens, played NBA ball with the Pacers and the Rockets.
Step back Eves, yes.
Utah Jazz as well. Nice career there for the head coach of the Indy Express. It looks like he played his college basketball at Indiana, then transferred to Houston. Houston, that was it. Yep.
That was wrong.
Oh, that's a charge.
Got to call it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Player control foul
that away.
That's a good job moving your feet right there by the big man, Mr. Edmondson. Paying dividends early off the bench here. That's not bad when you can go to the bench or go to the free agent market and pick up a Caden Edmondson. You know, with 2 big-time injuries in the paint, already proven dividends here early.
Sure. Wilford. Now they'll look to see Edmondson on the block.
Tried to get him on the screen, just couldn't quite get free.
Wilford turning the corner. We'll see if we got a 3-second on. Might be defensive.
Yeah, it looks like defensive 3 seconds.
Defensive 3 seconds called against number 8, John Hart.
And Hart's trying to make the argument that he's coming through. He was coming through the lane. He basically said he wasn't there that long. But
I don't think I've ever seen a defensive 3-second call that wasn't argued by the, by the player that got called on. No one's ever happy with that call.
No one's ever
like, yeah, it was me.
You got me.
Yeah, no. Everybody, that wasn't there. What are you talking about?
Eves on the block. Guarded by Henderson. Floater on the baseline. No
Man,
good.
Nice to have that.
And it's
nice
still
by Corey.
No numbers. Pull up 3 foul from behind.
Oh, most the old 4-point play there from Corey Wilford.
The Thoroughbreds wanted that one. That would have been a big momentum booster.
Yeah, but since these guys have come off the bench here, Eves and company, Edmondson, Moore, stabilized them a little bit. The bleeding has stopped.
Gave him a little bit of energy. Wilford free throw. In and out.
Little gamesmanship.
Yeah. A little bit of dialogue.
Like
between
it from
and
Coach Owens and
player.
Corey. Cindy May looks so. Oh, man.
One more from Wilford.
I think it's awesome to see, a guy like Coach Owens over here who's played at all levels, at the highest level, and, getting himself into coaching and trying to work his way up through the ranks, man. It's really a good story. It's really what this league's all about.
Yeah. These are stopping points.
Sure.
For some, and for others, it's the end.
Right.
It's their kind of the back end of their careers, but such a great league. Pull up Wilford, and he's on tonight.
He's feeling it a little bit right now. He's got this lead down to 4. Yeah, who knows? I mean, his coaching career could just be getting started.
Yeah.
It's a good place not just for the players, but a lot of up-and-coming coaches as well.
Curling into the paint. Hard.
Oh, my goodness.
Makes
Thought he
it a
got
tough
pushed
one.
off there. Coach Anderson thought so as well. Lead back to 6 now with 6:29 left here in this first quarter.
Oh, and a good job cutting in that passing lane by Davis.
Those kids
rather
over
Henderson.
in the front row getting up close and personal here with the TBL. That's a good spot. That's the kids section over there.
Kids only.
Love it.
Lob into Evanson. Evanson driving baseline, spinning into the paint. Ooh, a lot of contact.
we got?
It's got to be defensive, and it is.
I thought that could have just went uncalled myself, but I love the big Chuck over here. When he gets vocal, and there's, I'm wondering who the fan is. It's Big Chuck. That's right.
Anybody that'll listen. Handoff, Wilford. Board by Evanson, way out of his area. Well done. And a
Nice
skip pass to
cross-court pass.
Eves. Layup. I thought he was going to
I
go.
thought he's going to throw it down. I was ready to jump out of my seat on that one.
Because he took off now.
Oh,
And a
nice
good
steal.
strip.
That's Eves.
Eves with the strip. Now the finish, blocked out of bounds.
A good recovery defense right there from Alan Arnett from the Indy Express. But love the energy from Javion Eves. You can get him going, get Corey going. You can offset some of this lack of size and depth for the Thoroughbreds.
19-15 rather. I've got to apologize on the. There's that lob.
Missed
Moore
it.
can't finish.
Got to have those. Got to have them.
Ooh,
Euro
good
step.
Step third, tough left hand. Here comes the Thoroughbreds down 19-15. The score's caught up. Edmondson, pass fake, up and under, stolen away. Thoroughbreds with 3-on-1. Lob, not very good spacing.
Nice
And a
block by
block
Corey.
by
Oh,
Wilford.
no.
Ah,
No.
Number 4, Corey Wilford. His first.
not sure on that one, Steve.
Didn't love it. I didn't love it. And Corey didn't either. Neither did Coach Anderson.
Yeah.
T.J. Henderson going to the foul line.
5:30 to play in the first period. It's Indy 19, Owensboro 15. The score is fully correct.
Big Chuck is worth the price of admission alone. He ain't even suited up tonight. He's over here yucking it up with the scorers table. And
He's kind of like a visual internet troll. You know how, like, you can't see him?
in human form,
He's a
yeah.
human- yeah.
He absolutely is.
Just will let
Yeah.
anybody in that'll listen. He's got something to say.
He's got everybody laughing.
Eves behind his back. Gets it stripped, stolen away.
A couple times in a row, they tried to do too much.
You just can't have those empty possessions if you're the Thoroughbreds.
No, you need you got to cash in. They missed some point blank looks too. You combine those in with the bad turnovers, and they're lucky to only be down by 6 right now.
Yeah.
I love Coach Anderson though coming over and use it as a coaching moment for Javion. We talked a lot about Coach Owens over here for Indy, but Owensboro's fortunate to have Coach Anderson as well.
Oh, yeah, just a plethora of experience. And
Really
knowledge.
enjoyed getting to talk to him on Thursdays. We do it on Live at 5 at Thoroughbred Thursdays, man. It's been a lot of fun with Coach Anderson. Plus getting to know the guys kind of one at a time. He brings them in individually, and you really get to know a lot about them. And, I feel like at least half the team so far I've got to meet and sit down and have a good conversation with.
Yeah.
So a lot of good guys on this Owensboro team.
Hard at the line for one more. It's 22-15 right now. And he makes them both, extends it out to an 8-point deficit for the Thoroughbreds at 23-15 with 5:10 to play in the first. Edmondson with the screen. Wilford, and he gets it stripped away. Man, that's 3 straight possessions without a shot and a turnover. Hart rather with the floater. Arnett with the board, stripped off the Thoroughbreds and out of bounds.
Yeah, good job by Eves there to be active, and even though he was kind of beat to the basketball, still got to reach him, just could not quite hold on to it as it rolls out of bounds off the Thoroughbreds. 4:54 remaining first quarter.
Not a whole lot of communication offensively for the Thoroughbreds.
No, you can tell they're discombobulated without, their normal team out there.
Well,
a lot guard heavy, really.
Yeah, Chuck is your vocal leader, too. Evanson active on the boards. 3, short by Griffith.
Needed it, really, and that was a good hustle play by Edmondson to keep it alive.
Oh, man. Just unlucky.
Yeah, every bounce right now going the way of Indy.
Down 12 now after that and one. Send Caldwell to the line for one.
Yeah, it was everything they could do to get the lead back down to single digits, and as soon as they do, Indy pushes it back out.
And Caldwell can't complete the and one.
In these situations where you're shorthanded, who's going to step up and earn a spot here, really.
Right. Man,
4 turnovers in the last 5 possessions.
Push off, no call. Man.
He used his forearm to create space there, no call, but then he gets the ticky-tack call from behind there. I didn't love that one. Every time they get a run out, they end up on the foul line.
Sure.
And, that being said, the Thoroughbreds have fouled on a lot of those trips, but I didn't love that one there.
No.
It looked offensive before the defensive.
And they're starting to get, Thoroughbreds are self-inflicted right now. There's
Sure.
4 straight possessions without a shot. Just
A lot of one-on-one basketball right now. Not a lot of ball movement, causing some back tips. And it's not real clean basketball for the Thoroughbreds.
You can tell they're out of sorts right now.
Sure. Well, it's nice whenever you're struggling from the field to be able to dump it down to Big Chuck or Meshach and let them go to work. And they just don't have that right now.
Hart for another one and missed them both. That away.
The thing about Caden Edmondson is 6'9", still a big kid, right? But, in this level, not a center, right? More of like a forward. So, that shows you, the length of the league, and another turnover.
5 straight. And a lob.
Couldn't handle it. Oh, a foul there. He hit Javion right across the face.
Thoroughbreds dodge another one. Missed free throws and then a missed layup by Indy, or they could have this thing extended way out.
Yeah, Indy's missed some opportunities to really blow this thing open. 3:59 to go in the first. Just a 12-point lead, so, you're not in any danger. If you're you should be down by 20 right now if you're Owensboro, as sloppy as it's been.
See if we can't get a good possession right here if you're the Thoroughbreds. Down 12 with 3:50 to play. Hart left side. Pull up. But there's Edmondson.
Edmondson, a lot of offensive boards so far. I believe that's his 3rd one of the game.
Got into the lane and then deflected off the Indian out of bounds.
And you can tell he's still adjusting to the level of play here. A lot of the guys I've seen come in the league that are tremendous players, it takes them a game or two to adjust to how good the TBL is and the competition level.
Yeah, the quickness, speed of it.
The speed is what really fascinates me. I still marvel at it. It's an NBA level speed.
Yeah. Ease that away, deep 2.
They got to get him going. I think for them to have an opportunity to win this game, him and Corey will have to have huge nights. And they'll need somebody else to step up and compliment about 15.
Yeah, they're going to need a 3rd. You're right. Top the key, Arnett. Guarded by Edmondson. He likes the mismatch. Drives right around. Left-hand layup. Good.
It's a nice crossover right there from Arnett, man.
He just brought the big man away from the bucket. And like the mismatch he had.
And that's a learning experience for him, the speed and having to adjust to that here in this league.
Oh, and a deep one, Eves.
Good effort from Davenport, just couldn't come away with it.
Henderson corrals it, and here come the Express. up 12.
And the Express don't have wasted possessions. They attack. Run good sets.
3 on line and knocks it home from Arnett. It's all Indy Express in this first
All Indy Express. They're clicking on all cylinders. They've missed some opportunities to make it worse than it is. Even.
Yeah.
Very indecisive from the Thoroughbreds right now.
Hart pull up. And a good box out by Vaughn because Edmondson was bird dogging that offensive rebound. Arnett pull up in transition, good.
Not much else you can do right now if you're Owensboro. You gotta respond or you're gonna get ran out of here.
Yeah, gotta have some pride. Deep 2, Eves. He's feeling it right now. He's feeling it.
That's the thing, though, and that's what I don't like. Not that I didn't love the shot going down, but just way too much one-on-one. Not a lot of ball movement. You look at what Indy's doing, the spacing and the ball movement. They're getting anything they want offensively.
Yeah, trying to take advantage of mismatches.
Sure.
There you go.
Good hustle by Edmondson there. Javion Eves
with the slam.
He's playing a little extra fire in his belly tonight, man.
That was one of those I've had enough.
Yeah, absolutely. He almost had one earlier, just took off a step too soon and was able to finish that one. Good defense right there.
Griffith with good on-ball pressure.
That's becoming personal now. Oh, he got it.
And an open floor. I'd call that one a clear path foul.
Yeah, it certainly should be. We'll see if.
Foul charge number 5, Deontay Vaughn.
Okay, they're just going to call it a regular open floor.
Yep. I think there was some debate about it a little bit on the floor, but Milligan's going to check back in.
Great on-ball pressure by Griffith.
You know, Milligan coming in, I think he could check in and supplement some rebounding. Seen him have some really good rebounding games, and Edmondson will go get a breather.
He did great, Edmondson did.
He did. He gave him very valuable minutes, gave him a lot of second-chance opportunities.
Eves coming off the flare screen. Driving baseline, step back. Oh, Milligan go up with that, and does that way.
That's all. Owensboro's got to start shooting it with confidence. You see him maybe not want to take the shot, and they take it anyway. Right there, pulled up with confidence. Back to a single-digit lead.
Arnett. Davenport, the defender. And just a fake handoff. They can't secure that defensive board with 30 seconds to go in the first.
It's good defense there, and then left his man, and they did not secure the rebound. Just a bad defensive possession from the Thoroughbreds.
And ball loose. And another one. And 3 for Reddick. It's long. And the Thoroughbreds will get that one that away.
It's not for lack of effort. Hart was all over, just couldn't out-hustle the big man.
8 seconds to play in the quarter. Down 9. Hart trying to turn the corner.
Check.
Thought so too. And a tough one. And wanted a foul. Looking at
he got fouled twice, man. It was ticky-tack as that first quarter was called. You like to see the foul there on Hart.
You know, sometimes the aggressor will get those calls. And
absolutely.
The Thoroughbreds were aggressive the last minute. Thought they should have got some of those same calls that
didn't get them. Did not get them like the Express did, but still a 9-point game. I think you're fortunate if you're Owensboro here heading to the second period.
Yeah, you like the way they played, though, towards the end of that quarter. See if they can't continue it over into the second, where they trail 34-23 after 1. You're watching Thoroughbred basketball on TPL TV. Going back to the Owensboro Sports Center after one. Thoroughbreds trail by 9, 34-23. You've got maybe a few seconds to take a peek at those first quarter stats. What's something that sticks out at you?
Yeah, the fast break point 16-4 in favor of Indy, and that really sticks out like a sore thumb.
Yeah. Milligan reversal. There you go.
But the Thoroughbreds with 13 bench points, only 2 for Indy, and I think that'll be the story. If Owensboro wins this game, it'll be their bench points. That's the big difference maker tonight.
Good defense by the Thoroughbreds. Davenport did a nice job. They still got the backdoor cut, but the weak side help came into play. Crossover Eves and tripped up at the free throw line.
Hope he's all right, yeah. Kind of rolled a little bit there.
Yeah, it looked like they banged knees or something coming through. You ever
Cannot-
done that?
Yeah, Eves leads the Thoroughbreds after one quarter with 11. Only double-figure scorer Wilford has 8. And over for the Indy Express, they're led by Alan Arnett with 13 so far in the ballgame.
34-25. It looked like, looking at it closer on my delayed stream, I've got the Thoroughbreds. Eves was just tripped up, so no
knee bang,
knee, which is good.
Don't need a knee bang or any kind of ankle roll or anything at this point. We got to stay clean if you're Owensboro.
Yeah, more baseline. Oh, Milligan gives a
Love the
chance.
rebound.
Hart deep three.
Just can't get those shots to fall, man. I thought he did travel. Owensboro 1-1.
And a quick transition three. Tough by Reddick.
That's a really tough turn of events when you get the tough offensive board, miss the open look, then you turn it and they come down and knock a 3 down, 6-point swing there.
Hart looking to make something happen.
That wasn't the best shot in the world from Indy, but he knocked it down. They're always good when they go in.
Eves reversal, Hart three. Eves, man, it just fell right to him. And a floater off the glass is no good. Tipped around and gathered by Express.
Lid on the bucket to start the second quarter here.
No kidding.
Oh!
And a slam in the open floor. Caldwell.
That was nasty. Just like that, it's back to a 14-point game, a 5-0 run to open the second quarter from Indy.
And off Eves. Got to the lane is Milligan. Milligan looking to turn and face. Now back down his opponent. And
there you go.
Handoff Davenport. Lefty, yes.
It's a good job by Milligan. I really like the minutes he's giving them right now. And he has potential to lead the team. They're going to have him have it tonight.
Yeah. And a tough over the shoulder.
That's good, tough defense there. He's outsized and maybe out, shoulders broad there, but
nice. And
there he is.
Milligan with the follow.
Playing really well right now is my man, Evan Milligan.
Good job.
We've got 3 offensive boards for him in the ball game and puts that one back home. Makes it a 10-point game.
Love a good dunk put back.
You got to watch the moving screen there.
Yeah. Reddick wants a foul, and so does Coach Owens for the Express. But here comes the Thoroughbreds with the 3-on-1. Milligan, yes.
There you go. And a quick timeout there. Good timeout by Coach Owens because, this Sports Center is kind of a thin crowd in here tonight, but they are loud, the ones that are here, and you love to hear it, man.
Vocal crowd by the ones that are here with 9:12 to play in the half. Express 39, Thoroughbreds 31. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching Thoroughbred basketball on TBL TV. Here at the Owensboro Sports Center, well, the Thoroughbreds trail by 8, 39-31. Mike talked a little bit about some of the things that the Thoroughbreds have to offer, and one of those is all of the sponsors that have come on board for the Thoroughbreds this year. It's just been tremendous. Green River Distillery, U.S. Bank, the Bluegrass Music Hall of Fame and Museum, Wonder Boy Media, the Rec at FBC Owensboro, 102.7 The Game, Holiday Inn, Fairfield, RFI Properties, Owensboro Health, Visit Owensboro, and Music Studios. All great contributors to this Thoroughbred success here in Owensboro.
Yeah, it's been a really nice run here this season for the Thoroughbreds.
Tough take there by Vaughn.
You know, you when you're in Owensboro, you battle a lot of things. You know, Owensboro's a top 7 music city now in the nation. So
Yep.
Friday nights you have to battle the music. Nice pass there by Milligan to set up Hart. But you're battling Friday after 5, a mile of music downtown.
Yeah.
Which tonight the weather's not so great. I think a lot of people decided to come inside and take some basketball instead.
I hope so. Maybe get some late arrivals, but almost a carry.
Yeah, he's walked a couple times and carried and I have no calls.
And results in a 3.
Man.
You just hate it. Michael Tillman there with the bucket. Right
It seems like
side.
that's how it goes, too. They get away with something, and boom, they knock something down. Tough break for Owensboro.
Yeah. Eves has been great. Behind the back pull-up. Ooh.
Javion's really playing well
And
tonight.
he's feeling it.
And you can tell he's playing with a lot of confidence, too. He knows the team needs somebody to step up, and he's really feeling that role.
Pull-up, man. Pull-up 3 by Vaughn.
Not much you can do when they're knocking shots down left and right.
And Hart's going to creep in there and
Stole it.
save him a possession. We're going to get a sideline out of bounds.
11-point game now for Indy, and Wilford and Nunn checking back in. You know, all the games I've seen Nunn play, and he's had a tremendous impact. Kind of quiet so far in
He
this
has, and this is more of a mismatch for Nunn because
It is.
The Express had those bigger guards.
one. The guards are huge.
Vaughn, another 3 that sails long and out of bounds.
And Hart, for his size, you know, he's a tenacious defender. Not that Nunn's not, but a little bit different type of player.
Yeah. Thoroughbreds down by 11, 46-35 with 7:30 to play in the second quarter. Here's Rice Nunn. Just checked in. Looking to have that speed mismatch. Milligan back it down. I thought he could have kept going.
Yeah, it's just the confidence is kind of lacking in the paint across the board tonight. Just attack the rim.
Wilford getting some pressure. Pull up and short.
That's just great defense from Indy.
Yeah. Davenport over to Milligan. Nunn wide open.
It's not following tonight for the Thoroughbreds. They've had a lot of good looks and just not going down. Indy's hitting pretty good clip from three-pointer, and we're not.
This what feels like deja vu. That's a travel no call, and it's still by Eves. But the Kokomo game, Thoroughbreds are ice cold, man.
Yeah, see, that's tough, man. And, you know, in the games where they struggle from beyond the arc, they're not going to win those games. And then tonight, especially when you don't have Chuck and Mishak down low, you got to have them. You just absolutely have to. They may be able to win them, you know, a night where they shoot 20% from beyond the arc if you got those big men, but not tonight.
A couple of subs coming in for Indy, Philyaw and Campbell.
I will say, though, they're holding their own points in the paint right now. Thoroughbreds 15-16. If he hits this free throw, I guess you can count that. I don't know.
Yeah.
The free throw, he earned it in the paint anyway. And I like him attacking the rim right there. You know, I think the Thoroughbreds have been gun shy in the paint way too much tonight.
Yeah, I do too. Tillman left side. Now dumping it down. Post player spinning is Davis. Davis against Davenport.
Nice rebound.
Milligan out of just looked like he just stayed in there in the air forever. And a good take. Eves.
And you look up, and it's a 7-point game, Ben, and it's like it feels like it's a 20-point game.
Right.
But you got to love the Thoroughbreds, scratching and clawing, doing everything they can to stay in this fight.
Good screen by
nice.
Davis. Woo. And met at the rim. Milligan said no thank you.
Milligan is playing his rear end off, man.
Ooh, and Eves behind the back and a lob. Eves went for the one-hand yoke out to Wilford 3. Short. Just kisses out the front iron.
Man, I wanted that alley-oop bad.
I did too.
It was a good effort by Eves just to get his hand on the basketball. It was kind of delayed jump there, and he's still able to get it up there, but just couldn't knock it down.
And the Express looking for a foul.
You know, but I mean, in our defense, man, we've gotten a lot of those no calls. We have not gotten a lot of those calls either.
Sure.
So
tough pass and a travel by Eves. Yeah.
He had him beat. I love it, man. I love sitting courtside, and you get to hear the conversation back and forth.
Coach Owens not happy with the explanation.
No, he said he had him beat to the basket, and he said, well, he still got bumped.
Yeah, there is no difference if you had him beat or not. You still got it. If you got hit, you got hit.
You get bumped, you get bumped. I do like letting them play more this quarter. The free throw contest in the first quarter wasn't as entertaining.
Yeah, that gets old. 3.
We're accustomed to it, though, here in the Owensboro Sports Center.
Oh, my God. Isn't that the truth?
Not in this league, just to be clear.
Yeah.
Davenport lays it home.
The tough one.
And here they come, being down 5 now. They continue to scratch and claw.
I'm telling you, if you have bad breath, it's a foul.
Yeah, absolutely.
Third region. 46-41.
Love the energy from the Thoroughbreds bench and this home crowd.
Gamble backing down East. Tougher on the baseline, floating.
Gerald Campbell's a beast, man.
Ooh, none, and he's tripped up. Count that. Oh, they're going to say no. Wipe it. Oh.
The officials think it's funny that Owensboro's even asking for it to be counted. We're in the Sports Center, pal. We're going to ask for it to be counted.
Absolutely.
Come on.
It could have been 3 seconds later.
Absolutely.
None.
There he is. You can feel that confidence starting to build now. Everybody's starting to build off each other and knocking shots down. They start knocking those down, it's going to change the whole game.
I think Coach Anderson's okay with Phil Y'all and Nunn matchup, but I don't think he likes the Vaughn Nunn matchup.
No. Oh, nice block from behind by Milligan there. Nice save in. Here we come.
Eves fouled from behind. That away.
You know, Indy looks tired a little bit. It's crazy because I feel like the Thoroughbred's a little more shorthanded.
Bigger body Hart at guard going to come in.
Can't stress enough the job Evan Milligan's done across the board. You know, he's playing that kind of out of position a little bit tonight. Much bigger body in Campbell, and he's done a pretty good job.
Wilford off the screen. Under 4, down by 5 here in the second quarter. Bob and Milligan on the
post.
post.
Facilitate there, yeah.
Looking to back down Hart. Drives baseline, pulls the chair, and they're going to call a foul.
Ooh,
I thought they might call out of bounds.
That was a bad call there. I thought that was tremendous defense from Hart. I mean, he bodied up, didn't go anywhere. He was like a brick wall in there, and then pulled the chair out from under Milligan, lost his footing, and that's classic Charles Barkley defense right there.
That's a tough break if you're Coach Owens and the Express.
This point, I think he heard you, Ben. Yeah. He agreed. He agreed.
Milligan at the line. First one, got it.
I mean, we're always going to lean Thoroughbreds, but, you know, we got to call it how we see it, you know. Milligan, though, getting some reward for his hard work. 2 freebies at the line, and we got a 3-point game. Big Chuck's almost on the floor over here.
Another coach.
I love it.
He's clamoring for the Sports Center faithful to get on their feet. Tough. Big time move by Campbell on the baseline.
Man, oh, man.
It's back to a 5-point deficit. Wilford over to Ease. Ease, catch and shoot. Yes.
Boom.
And he's feeling it right now.
He is. Find that man.
Yeah.
It's a 2-point game.
They're going to have to check him earlier. Maybe body him up with one of their bigger guards that they have.
Campbell's a problem.
Yeah, Campbell's been a problem. You're right.
They just don't have a body that can defend him outside of Edmondson, maybe.
Well done.
Good help defense from the Thoroughbreds.
Milligan, step through, left-hand or right-handed
nice finish. And this place is on fire now, Ben. We got a tie game. Love the home crowd energy tonight.
50-50 with 2:40 to play. Top the key, Reddick now over to the bigger body Campbell. They're going to look to move it around the perimeter. Three. Got it.
my goodness.
Quiet Sports Center faithful down just a touch.
Man, they knocked them threes down at the most inopportune times.
Yeah. It's almost like, okay, this is the basket we need. All right, here it is.
We got it, yeah. They're knocking it down.
53-50 with 2:15 to play. Wilford, tough take to the paint.
And I'll tell you, they've matched up Campbell on Corey defensively. And that's impressive. That's a big man out there.
Yeah.
You know, they want to use his length to give Corey some trouble shooting the ball. And it's worked, quite frankly. And if Corey can't take him off the dribble, then that'll be the matchup for the rest of the game.
Cody on top the key, none defending. Left side, Reddick. Wilford now playing that D. And here comes a steal from behind. Well done by Davenport to read the lane. Right-handed finish at the rim. And well, Davenport, excuse me. I called it, what I call him? Did I say Davenport?
I think you did. I think you got it, yeah.
I've been known to call him Donovan throughout the course of the year, yeah. But Davenport, well done still on the finish.
Scrapping and clawing just any way they can to try to keep themselves in this game.
Hart almost loses the handle, and tough one at the rim. The short put back good, and he's fouled.
I think that was just Eves there, maybe just being a little gassed. I mean, up and down the floor. He's been in the game for quite some time. He's kind of powered the Thoroughbreds offensively tonight. You can see him kind of gasping for air as he's standing at the free throw line.
He's had a heck of a first half.
He has. He's kept them in it. I mean, he's the reason why it's a three-point game.
55-52, Indy. And one free throw good. And that makes it 56-52 with a minute 25 to play in the second quarter. None. Right side with it. Look for Eves on the block.
Thoroughbred's got to finish this half strong here.
Yeah. Davenport, tough find to none on the baseline. He throws it away. And Hart stepped or blocked. Oh. I didn't see it, Steve.
I didn't see the foul, no.
A little bit of tit for tat. Tough fouls one way for Indy a few minutes ago. This one.
And the official said he hit him in the head. Quite frankly, he may have.
Yeah.
You know, I was looking more towards the contact. He had all ball, but I think the elbow might have caught him in the head going through. Yeah.
We can watch it here on our delayed screen. Let's see if we can. Yeah, I think he got the block, and then when he followed through,
the
it
head.
tapped him.
Yeah.
Free throw good by Hart.
And the Thoroughbreds have had a few go their way. It all balances itself out.
Over the course of the game.
It's not an easy job these officials have. I tell you, I don't see how they can keep the pace.
No.
They have to be in tremendous shape to keep the pace with these guys.
And thick skin.
Yeah, oh, no doubt. A lot of talk.
All right, there's the timeout before.
I was trying to hear the explanation.
So what we got going here then? You going to reward him with it?
No, they're not going to give him the timeout.
Okay. They're going to say Thoroughbreds had the ball first before he
He said timeout after he makes it, and he said he still has to call the timeout.
Okay. Yeah, can't do it like high school.
You can't just say, hey, give me the timeout after this. You got to call it.
58-52 with a minute. No,
what a take from Nunn. Against Campbell. That's a big.
Nunn telling him his size.
I love the gamesmanship from Nunn.
Wow. No, he's small down there. Now, Philly, I was going to say, now, wait a minute.
Let's see what happens.
There's Campbell at the top of the key post feed. He's going to want that one back.
That's a foul there. Get the frustration reach.
Nunn.
Nunn's a little too fired up right now.
Yeah.
He's
Pull
pulling.
up.
Yeah! Tough. Look at him getting the crowd going, too. Man, oh,
That's
man.
big boy play right there.
It sure is.
He had that ball on a string.
I'm having fun, man. This is great basketball.
I think everyone in the gym knew Nunn was not going to
Hey,
pass.
it's us. Oh, come on. Give us a chance to tie it with 16.
Yeah.
Indy wants a timeout here. They'll get this one.
16 and a half seconds to play in the second quarter. We've got a ball game here at the Sports Center, down by 2 on the Thoroughbreds. You're watching it here on TPL TV. Welcome back to historic Sports Center.
That's right.
A lot of
historic.
big-time games have been played here.
Kiss play here one time over to our left. I me's a lot of things going on here in the Sports Center over the past 100 years.
Tons of musicians in and out.
Oh,
We
yeah.
used to have a swimming pool back here.
Absolutely, we did.
16 and a half. Top the key, Hart. Crosses over Wilford looking to foul.
You know, if it rains enough while we're in here, Ben, we might have another swimming pool out there.
Walking to our cars in one. See what we got, that schizophrenic weather.
Oh, it's insane.
Kentucky
It's
doesn't know
absolutely
what
insane.
Weather doesn't, like yesterday, I'm roasting at 90 with, the heat index at 95, and then today it's cold, and I'm looking to put a sweatshirt on.
It's going to be 60 tomorrow during the baseball tournament. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It was 93 last Saturday at my daughter's softball game. It'll be 60 tomorrow during the district tournament.
11.3 to go in the second period. Hard at the line, shooting bonus. First one is good. Henderson coming in, replaces Campbell, but gives him a little bit more speed.
Campbell's a tremendous player, man. That guy,
Man.
he
It's a
can do it
mismatch.
all. So versatile, man. He plays like a point guard, but he has the size of a power forward.
It's a mismatch against
Anybody,
thoroughbred.
yeah.
Both free throws good by Hart. 11 seconds to go in the first half, down 4. None. Left side, dump down, nice find to Eves. Eves, reverse, loses the handle. And they're going to get a... Whoa. Man.
Traveling violation called against Owensboro.
You're saying he caught it and came down with it?
Yeah, I think so.
That's a unique call.
You know, to be honest with you, there was a lot of commotion, so I didn't really see. But we didn't come down with it. That's the thing. I thought they did. So I don't know how that would. I mean, I was watching the replay there, and it looked like the ball just went in the air, and they came down with it.
1 second. Oh, man, he's going to get him a wide open shot.
Woo. You know, they've hit every shot like that all night. I thought that was going down.
And Thoroughbreds just stayed there motionless.
Kind of did, yeah.
Like the whole thing just caught him off guard.
Coach Anderson wasn't real happy with the effort there on that last play.
By a unique way, ending of that first half. Thoroughbreds trail by 4, 60 to 56. We'll take a break and be right back for a halftime stats and analysis. You're watching Thoroughbred basketball on TPL TV. Welcome back to the Owensboro Sports Center. We're at the half. Thoroughbreds trail by 4, 60-56. Joined by Steve Turner. This has been Hardesty. And we kind of a big game for the Thoroughbreds.
It is,
tonight.
yeah.
Looking to get back into second place. That way, we talked about this a little bit in the earlier portion of the game where they don't like mess around and something happen and they end up not being in the top 4 in the division.
Right.
You want to just kind of cement yourself up towards the top.
And when you're sliding, 3-game losing streak, and this division's tight. I mean, a couple losses here or there, and you got teams behind you right on your tail. Columbus is right back there. There's a situation where if they lose a couple games here or there over even this weekend into next week, they could be looking on the outside looking in. That's somewhere you don't want to be, especially a team like Owensboro has been in second place all season. And in their defense, to make some excuses for them, they banged up. I mean, it's not the same Owensboro team we saw over the first month of the season with their big men out. But I got to give credit, man. They're out here tonight and, it changed the way they played the game. But it took them a while to get into the rhythm of how things were going. But I feel like they've really picked it up now. We started the game, and you asked after the first quarter if any stats stuck out, and it was Indy blowing us out of the water in fast break points. We really cut that down. Indy 21, the Thoroughbreds 16. But on the other side, Indy's really cut the bench points down there in the second quarter. Thoroughbreds held a 22-17 advantage in that point. Second chance points is dead even at 10. Points in the paint, though, is a little bit of a surprise. Thoroughbreds 24, Indy 22, especially without Big Chuck, and Mishak. I feel like the Thoroughbreds have really battled in there in the paint. You look up, man, and led in scoring by a tremendous first half by Javion Eves with 20 points for the Thoroughbreds. Just a great first half from him. But I thought the guy that really sparked them was Evan Milligan. 12 points, 10 rebounds, so already had a double-double in the game. And Milligan's rebounding and ability – Caden Edmondson did it when he was in the game in the first quarter. Didn't play much in the second quarter. It was Milligan that took those minutes, and he really helped them offensively with 12 as the second leading scorer. Corey Wilford stuck on 8 after the first quarter. You had Nunn with 6, and then Davenport with 6 as well. And then you got 2 from Matthew Hart and 2 from Caden Edmondson coming in for the Thoroughbreds. On the other side, you look at Indy Express. They're led by Alan Arnett's 13. John Hart with 11. Campbell, I feel like, has had a bigger impact on the game than 7 points. Yeah. But that's where he stands, along with his teammate Marcus Filial, former Kentucky Wesleyan Panther Marcus Filial with 7 as well. But, overall, Ben, I think the Thoroughbreds came out sleepwalking, and that's something you can't do when you're undermanned. And once they put the second unit in, led by Javion Eves, it really kind of changed the way this game has been played, and it's been pretty even since then.
Yeah, I thought Eves and Edmondson really kept them treading water until they got into their flow, as opposed to just totally sinking down. Coach Anderson went to the bench really fast.
He did.
Like you were saying, and he just needed a spark. He found it in a couple of those dudes, and and nothing dropped off whenever Milligan then came back in.
Sure.
With that first team, and man, he was sensational. Him and Eves. I mean, Eves got a third of the points right now.
Yeah, and you saw Nunn kind of turn up the heat there. And I think that's the thing with the Thoroughbreds. Literally anybody could step into the leadership role at any moment. And in a situation where you're undermanned, I think it's nice for Coach Anderson to be able to have a handful of guys that you never know might step up and score 30 on any given night. And of course, Eves, I think, is one of the leaders of the team. I don't think it's a surprise that he has 20 in the first half. But, a guy like Milligan is a guy that, in this situation, they're going to have to look to take his game to another level. And so far, so good. He's on pace for 24 and 20 tonight, so we'll see if he can get there. But, you're going to have to continue to battle because the size and just the pure physicality of Indy, you can just look at them when they're warming up, and you can see they're a bigger, stronger team. A little bit different complexion for Owensboro, who's going to rely more on the outside shooting.
Right. Something that you talked about earlier was three guys have got to step up for the Thoroughbreds. One of them's Eves in that first half. He's got to maintain that. The second one was Milligan. He's got to continue to do what he's doing in the second half. The third one, who's that third one going to be?
Got to be Corey, I think. It's got to be Corey. Yeah, it could be Nunn. Nunn played with a lot of confidence. Really brought this crowd to life there with his play at the end of the second half. And, you get this home crowd rocking, and you can really feel it. I mean, the team feeds off that energy, and if you can get them going with a couple good possessions. One thing they can't do, and something I've seen them do a couple times this year, is not respond out of the locker room for, the first 5 or 6 minutes and then dig themselves a little hole and then have to fight back out of it. I don't know that they have I don't know that they're equipped tonight to fight out of another hole. They fell down by 15, 16 points, kind of worked a long time to battle it back down to even. If they come out here and Indy push this lead back out to double digits, I think it's a bad sign for the Thoroughbreds. They need to continue to hang and at least keep this game close into the fourth quarter.
Well, they definitely can't have a stretch that they had in that end of first, beginning of second, where they went on 5 straight possessions without a shot, 5 straight turnovers. That's something that the Thoroughbreds cannot go through again.
No.
You had time to overcome it. I don't know if you have time to overcome something like that if it happens in the second half.
Sure, and it looked like a lot of communications issues, in the first half, at least early on with those turnovers. A lot of one-on-one basketball. I thought the defense and the rebounding and the way they were able to run the breaks, as you could see, they really closed the gap in that fast break points. And I believe that we were getting outscored a minute ago. It was 21-6 at the last media break before halftime, and they closed it all the way down to 21-16.
Wow.
And that, that 10-point swing there in that final 5 minutes of the first half is really why this is a ball game right now. And they're going to have to continue that pace and that type of defense and rebounding to able to keep pace with Indy, who just looks to be a really good team.
Yeah. The Express have a lot going for them, and Coach Owens, I'm sure, was pretty happy with some of the stuff he saw. But one of the things that we talked about, like, who's going to sustain this run? And any sort of momentum, whenever the Thoroughbreds had those 5 straight turnovers, I didn't feel like the Express capitalized.
Not at all, no.
They could have pushed it out to 15, 16, maybe even 20-point advantage, and instead now they kind of messed around, and it's a ball game.
And you see that a lot. I think at the pro level, you see it a lot. You watch enough NBA, you see teams, that get up by 20 and then they kind of put it in coast mode, and that's just kind of an energy thing. I think anytime it's, you got a big lead, you're not going to play as hard as
it's rotation.
Yeah, when you're fighting from behind and whatnot. I think that just kind of feeds into it, and they missed an opportunity to put the Thoroughbreds away early in the second quarter. Although, in this league, I don't know that I've ever seen a game in this league that there wasn't a point where the game was in doubt in the fourth quarter. I mean, in the pro game, you can go on a 15-0 run in a matter of 3 minutes. It's, you can make up points so fast because there's just so much talent and ability on the floor at any moment. You put your guard down for 1 second, the other team's out hustling you. It's going to turn into 10 quick points.
Yeah, the Express came out with a big right hook to these Thoroughbreds.
They did.
Started the game 10-0.
They did.
And then, if you're using boxing analogy, the Thoroughbreds basically did some body shots and maybe kind of weathered into this opponent.
Yeah, I mean, there was a point in the second quarter where it looked like Indy was a little fatigued, and they're very deep. So I think that's a credit to the fight of the Thoroughbreds bench and the depth. We talked about the depth early in the season and how some of these guys are even going to get minutes, through injury and attrition. Now they're on the floor. They just got to, once you're out there, you got to say, hey, I'm going to play well enough where you can't take me off when these guys come back. And I think Milligan's really done that.
Yeah, Milligan and Eves, you saw those are 2 guys that really took it to task.
Absolutely.
They took it personally.
For sure.
Here we go. Thoroughbreds have the ball to start the third quarter. Milligan, hand out to Eves, who was the hot hand, and run and jump hedge. Wide open, none. Tip. Ball still loose and looked like off of Indy and out of bounds.
It is. And that's a credit to Milligan in there on the board. That's a thing, too, tonight that's really killed the Thoroughbreds is they have not been able to knock down that shot.
No.
The wide open jumper where the defense collapsed, whereas Indy knocks them down almost every time, it feels like.
Missed. Eves coming off the inbounds.
Just an empty trip there. Had 2 good looks and just couldn't get it to go. I think the first 5 minutes of this half is key for the Thoroughbreds.
Yeah.
Got to start strong.
Arnett on the block. Davenport defending.
Look good, too.
A couple of misses by both teams coming out. Hand off to Eves. And they tried to get a little pick and roll going, and ball was lofted in there. None. Swatted out of there by Eves.
Eves came from nowhere on that one.
Did. Wilford jumped down. Milligan.
Oh! They had to laugh about that one. The ball got hung, but he was able to slam it on down.
That's one of my dunks, except I'm never able to fulfill it. It's just a straight rejection at the rim.
It would have been. I wouldn't even be able to get to the rim. It was me.
But that was 20 years ago when I could do that. Wilford.
Oh, man, looked online. So that would have given the Thoroughbreds the lead there.
The first one of the night is what they've been looking at. Down 2, Thoroughbreds are. Pull up Hart. Long 2, no good. Here comes Davenport. Thoroughbreds looking to run. Handoff to Eves. Eves, pull up deep 2. Long.
Man.
Go y'all with the board.
Daggone, you got to get these trips here. Indy's off to a slow start.
Yeah, they're leaving the door. And a tough take by Hart muscles his way in.
Just some tough misses. And, the Thoroughbreds haven't shot particularly well. 45% from the field, only 20% from beyond the arc at halftime.
Wilford reversal. Couldn't get one to fall. And here comes Express. Arnett. Tough take. Rattles out. Nunn got a hand in there. And a no-look pass. Scoop. Gets his own board. Looking to kick out and draws a 2-point foul. And he'll go line to shoot 2.
That's good toughness there because he's outsized. Probably out-strengthened there as well and was able to fight his way through to get himself to the foul line. At this point, you got to have points any way you can get it.
His athleticism is off the charts. Yes.
21 points tonight for Javion Eves.
Another one coming for Eves, and got them both.
Didn't talk about Edmondson much. He had 7 rebounds. I was looking down at the stat sheet, 7 rebounds in that first half. So they can be confident to go get him off the bench and fill in for Milligan when he needs a breather here in a bit.
That's a kid. I say kid. That's a guy that a grown man that rebounds out of his area.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's beauty to watch. Milligan, get in there, the deflection and steal. That way, here comes Dunn. Up the floor, left-handed. Has it stripped. Shot good.
Man, he's tough. That kid is tough, man.
It's tied up at 62.
Had Nunn in a couple weeks ago and interviewed him and talked about trying out for the Thoroughbreds and that experience. And, a lot of these guys have been in the league for a while. This is his first year doing it. And, man, a lot of toughness talking about that story and really earned a lot of respect from me. Not just that, but his game speaks for itself.
Anderson, nice spin move. Floater good. Well done.
Finger roll. That was beautiful. There he is, Nunn. Yes, sir. He's feeling himself tonight.
That's the first lead of the night. First lead of the night.
First lead of the night for the Breds, and the crowd is on their feet.
65-64 with 8.5 to play in the third. And they're loving what they're seeing here at the Owensboro Sports Center. Arnett, step back, left-handed shot, no good. Milligan keeps it alive.
There's
the
Nunn.
Board goes to Nunn.
Weaving his way through, all the way to the bucket, lays it in.
And let him know about it.
Wow. 14 News over in the corner just got a tremendous shot
sure did.
of that one. That's going to be on the 10 o'clock news tonight.
They sure did.
Nunn was fired up after he made that one, and rightfully so. Oh, what a scoop.
Hart. Oh, he can't get it.
What we got?
Say out of bounds.
Oh. Man, oh, man. Love the energy right now from Nunn.
Oh, yeah.
I need to bottle some of that up, take it home with me.
And Chuck's over here talking to some of the Express players on the court.
Hey, they're lacking a little energy right now,
Yeah.
Chuck. Let's not give them a reason to get fired up.
Right. So y'all looking inbound. Oh, he finds Campbell streaking through in a ticky-tack.
Come on, man. That's Nunn getting that foul.
Nunn got him on. Just got to let him go.
Yeah.
Just got to let him go, man. We've talked about it in other broadcasts. I've had Coach Tim Riley over here beside me, and you as well. We've mentioned it where it's not like football where those touchdowns are hard to get back. You let him go.
Yeah, let him go.
You can't get a foul back.
No.
You can get these 2-pointers back.
Absolutely.
If
Tim Riley says, I'm going to listen. best
Hall of
coaches
Fame
I've
Tim
seen,
Riley.
yeah.
Oh, man, he makes.
This dude is in the zone right now. I mean, just give him the ball and get out of the way at this point. One-man show right now. 7 straight from none.
There you go.
It's Owensboro.
He's like, man, that's my bad on that ticky-tack foul. I'm going to go get you a bucket back.
Sure.
69-67 with 7:20 to go in the third. I have to say, after that first quarter, I didn't think there was any chance Thoroughbreds have an opportunity tonight to win this game, but they're absolutely in it to win it here tonight.
Fall. They've had a couple of hot players, and there's one right there.
It's on fire. 9 straight points. The net's burned off. This is NBA Jam. The net's burned off right now. Oh, man. That's too easy there. He's got to stop the ball there. The whole bench is getting upset that none's even getting the opportunity.
Yeah, they're saying that they're telling him to lock it up, man.
He dribbled through a double team there. I'm ready to just keep rolling with it till somebody stops it.
Absolutely.
You might say, oh, man, he's hogging the ball up. Man, he's on fire right now.
This is heat check.
He scored 9 straight points for the Thoroughbreds.
You let a guy roll if he's got the hot hand. Nobody cares. Nobody's like, let me get a shot. They're like, no, keep giving it to Nunn. He's hot as a pistol right now. Here he is in the corner.
If that fell, the whole building was going to collapse.
Arnett with another easy one.
It's just too easy. Somebody's got to stop the ball.
And we're tied back up at 71 all. Eves. That's a stolen away by Campbell and a foul on the floor.
Yeah.
They're calling that on Campbell. I thought Campbell had the ball, and I thought the foul was on Eves on the floor.
There was a lot of contact there. It may have came a little late, but there was a lot of contact. Now, granted, Eves did try to dribble through a double team, which is what drew the contact. So I can see him being upset, but a lot of contact on Eves.
Yeah, tough break. If you're Coach Owens and if you're Coach Anderson, you're saying, well, it's kind of been physical all game.
Yeah, we'll take it. It balanced itself out. Oh, can't have that happen.
And it's stolen away by Caldwell. Here he comes in open floor. Milligan fouls him. Oh, and they're going to give the continuation. Wow.
Man. Just like that, Indy's back on top, 73-7. That was a really bad trip for the Thoroughbreds.
It sure was.
They've had a couple now back-to-back, and more importantly, really bad defensive trips. I think defensively, that's the reason why they were able to get themselves back in the game and take the lead. And you had about 3 straight trips where you just gave up, uncontested layups. You can't do that.
Got to refocus. Sometimes a good free throw, even if you go to the free throw line for the other team, it still gives you as a player to kind of give a chance to refocus while the game stopped.
And guys like, Milligan and Eves now who's came out, a lot of minutes logged. Davenport.
So a short-lived advantage for the Thoroughbreds. And here comes Edmondson on the block. Arnett has some trouble. Oh, a lot of contact. No call. And a slam by Caldwell on the fast break.
He got all ball, but he also got a lot of body on that block down there on Edmondson.
We've got a timeout with 5:45 by Thoroughbreds. It's the Indy 76, Owensboro 71. We'll be right back. Watch Thoroughbred basketball on TBL TV. Here at the Owensboro Sports Center, Thoroughbreds down 5, 76-71, 5:45 to play in the third. A little bit of game of runs going in the third quarter.
Yeah. And, I thought it was key for the Thoroughbreds to come out, and they threw the first punch, but now Indy's counterpunched. They're back up by 5 here.
Hart and Nunn playing a two-man.
I say the Thoroughbreds threw a punch. It was Nunn that really. Oh, it's off his leg. Yeah. It was Nunn that really was throwing the punches. He had 9 straight points, and Thoroughbreds have really struggled since they went away from him a little bit. You got to find a way to get Eves back in the game quickly. I feel like he kind of takes the pressure off.
Yes, he does. And got to get Wilford going as well.
Yeah.
If you're Coach Anderson, that's a frustrating possession out of a timeout, not getting anything out of it. Evanson with the board. Here comes Thoroughbreds dodging a bullet. Down 5 with 5:17 to play in the third. Nunn. Wilford, catch and shoot.
Yes. There it is.
On cue, Steve.
You said it. And, I think for the Thoroughbreds to find a way, we'll have to have a few more of those for this one night's over with.
So y'all looking for, I guess it's Arnett.
Good help defense.
There it is. Out to Reddick. Reversal. Hart trying to match it, and he does.
Man, that's so smooth. And it's just good ball movement. And to the Thoroughbreds defense, not much else you can do. You got to double down defensively.
Yeah. Evanson, high for that board.
What we got? Foul. Okay. Thought they were going to call Edmondson out of bounds. Like, man, there's a lot of contact there. The official was ahead of me. He saw it. 79-74. Indy with the lead. Thoroughbreds need a good trip here. I feel like it's starting to slip from them a little bit.
Wilford off the catch. Tough. Tightly guarded by Philly on the corner. Griffith almost loses it. Step back, 15-footer.
That's a tough shot,
deflected. And here's Express licking out. Hart, layup, good.
And Hart is so smooth. Everything that he does. Starting to slip. Thoroughbred's got to answer quickly here.
You got to be careful.
Mismatches everywhere, I feel like, for Indy.
None. Looking to make a move. Backdoor. Oh, go.
Man,
Did not hit the backboard first?
I thought it was off the glass there. No call.
Man.
Give credit there. Nice job by Caldwell to come over.
Tough break for the Thoroughbreds. It looked like goaltending from our perspective.
Yeah, I'm about to see it down here on the replay.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. You get a back cut by Wilford coming up.
That was a good cut by Wilford. It's close.
Too.
It's really close.
Yeah.
Officials right there give him the benefit of the doubt.
81-74. Express with 3:57 to play in this third quarter. And
good effort from Hart there on that steal.
Wilford in transition. Hesitation. Kick out. Griffith, who's in the corner. Back to
Corey. Got to find him sooner, though.
Steps into one. Edmondson board. Offensive, another chance.
Foul.
And a blocking foul on the Express. This one on Reddick.
Yeah, and Reddick got kind of tied up with the leg there. How about that hustle play from Edmondson? I feel like he's got a little ways to go offensively. Maybe not as confident offensively, but he's not going to outwork him. That's for sure. This kid is flying all over creation.
And he is not afraid of the contact, getting in there and throwing that body around, splitting defenders, getting second chance.
And they need him to get these minutes because, you got Milligan on the bench. Had a long second quarter from Milligan in the beginning of the second half, so he needs a breather.
Dump down to Evanson. Kick out Wilford. 3.
Oh, man. It was a good look from Edmondson, too, to get him set up.
And a lob. Philly catch and put back.
Man, just can't catch a break, and the Indy just continues to pull away here in this third quarter.
It's literally the proverbial hill. Edmondson finished. There you go.
There
Gets his first field goal as a Thoroughbred.
Good job by Nunn to find him on the cut. Desperately needed that bucket, did the Thoroughbred. 3 minutes to go in the third. 7-point game. One thing about Corey, I know he struggled a little offensively tonight, but I think he's playing at about 75%.
Yeah.
He can tell just by the way he's running, it's not full bore for Corey Wilford.
Nunn. Hesitation. Step back 18-footer. In and out. We're going to get a foul away from the ball.
He hit him in the face.
on the jump shot.
The official said he hit him in the face. Yeah.
Foul call on number 4, Joseph Reddick. His fourth personal. Rebound number 5, after line shooting 2, Darius Miller.
I'm entertained.
Yeah.
I'm entertained by Coach Owens.
Good stuff.
I don't know if he hit him in the face or not, but the official's standing right
It
there.
kind of looked like he did. Just looking at my delay.
And, you know, I've noticed they've closed out a couple times with that Kobe Bryant type hand in the face type thing. Maybe just got a little too much into his chin there. We'll take it. Down 5.
Oh, yeah. Anything.
We're taking it.
And a defensive 3. This one on Edmondson.
I'm waiting for Edmondson to argue about it. Oh, he is. There he goes. Okay, good. Want to stay with the tradition of not agreeing with any defensive 3 seconds ever. I wasn't there for 3 seconds. I don't know what you're talking about. It was 2.5.
Everybody's
I wasn't even in the lane.
everybody's internal clocks are different. Free throw creeps in.
I don't know if you've seen any of the WWE these days, but old number 8, John Hart over there, looks just like a smaller version of Big E over there from the New Day. Look, the hair, he's got the Big E look going on.
Caldwell rather, taking to the paint. No good. And Thoroughbreds come down with it. Trelling 84-78. Hart, tough shot.
Matthew Hart.
Man, that was a tough one. And they're down 4 with 2:07 to play.
Continuing the battle, man. That's all you can really ask for. Just scrap and claw. Keep yourself in this game to the 4th quarter.
Good interior passing by the Express.
None didn't want to hold up. They're saying hold up. He wants to go.
None wants to do. Oh, man. Saying he wants to do some of that stuff. Reddick's going to step into one.
The rim's messed up.
That doesn't go in if the rim's not big.
No, I don't think it does. It's short. He shot it to the rim. That's what he's going to say. I saw that rim was like that, and I shot it short on purpose.
That shot does not go in if the rim is fixed.
Back to a 9-point game. 5 points where you can even blink your eye. How about a foul there? He's all up in his body.
Man. Minute 13 to go in the 3rd. Down 9 and 89-80. Here's another one back-to-back. Different result with the rim fixed.
Yeah.
Lob into Edmondson. Tough catch layup. Hit in the arm.
Love the effort from this young man. You can't help but cheer for him. Nice job there, young man.
Good finish. Took one off the head. Finished through contact. Couple subs. Bond's going to come in. Bigger body guard for them.
Kind of curious to see how long Coach Anderson rolls with this unit. You know, Eves has been on the bench for quite some time. Milligan, they're just getting ready for the 4th quarter. A long stretch run. And I will say the bench, the guys that have come in have kept them within shouting distance in this game.
1 minute to go in the 3rd. Down 6 at 89-83. Left side fill y'all. And Thoroughbred's in his zone. Left side, Reddick. Pops it, hits it.
Well, they shoot it so well.
Yeah.
Knocking them down.
Griffith, see if he can't match it. Good stroke. Can't get it to fall. 30 seconds playing quarter. Left side, Riddick steps into one.
That's trouble.
No good. None with the board.
To the rim.
To Wilford. Good extra pass. Hart. Yes.
3-point basket, Matthew Hart.
That's a big shot from Hart there. Got the miss from Indy and capitalized on the other end. A little 6-point swing there to cut this thing back to a 6-point game.
Go y'all. Step through. Arnett got a player down. Dribbles off the foot. And that'll put us at the end of the third quarter. Your score after 3, Indy Express 92, Owensboro Thoroughbreds 86. We'll be right back for the fourth quarter. Should be a good one, folks. You're watching Thoroughbred Basketball on TBL TV. About to get the full quarter underway. Thoroughbreds down by 6, 92 to 86, and it was none that kept things afloat for the Thoroughbreds in that third
Absolutely. Kind of started them off, got them a little lead there, and then the Express erased it. But 13 third quarter points from none. That gives him 19 for the game. Thoroughbreds still led by Javion Eves with 22. Evan Milligan with 14 and 12 with the big double-double. Caden Edmondson, 9 rebounds, 7 points, though. Good
debut.
Good showing there from the big man. And he's still in the game. Going to go a little longer with this lineup.
Yep. Arnett with the take on Edmondson. He draws the foul.
Foul call on number 7, Hayden Edmondson.
Make him earn it.
His second.
Yeah, you look down, Hart leads the way with 19 for a balanced attack from Indy, 17 from Arnett, and 11 from Caldwell. Philyaw and Reddick both with 9, so
Yeah,
very
Reddick-
balanced.
Reddick came on late in that third quarter and hit some big shots for the Express. Arnett at the line shooting 2. Lefty stroke gets the first one.
Coach Owens done a really good job with his rotations. You know, and the thing about it is you don't even notice when guys go in and out because literally there's no drop-off in play whatsoever. Everybody, it's an interchangeable unit.
And a little bit of a lineup adjustment with both Milligan and Edmondson.
Sure, yeah, I didn't notice
time.
that Milligan came back in, but yeah, I'm trying to go with a little more rebounding.
Something different there. Edmondson on the left wing, looking to back down.
He got
reaching
grabbed,
foul.
man.
Oh, Edmondson's got to go with it. And go up with that shot. Wide open layup. Nicely done. Defense got caught ball watching, and Edmondson was there. Never left.
And I think that's something that Edmondson will settle into is he can tell a little bit more confidence in himself offensively. It's the hustle plays you can't really replace, and he's really won all of those tonight.
And Thoroughbreds are still in that zone. Henderson, 3, no good. Edmondson, rebound off the weak side.
6-point game. Here we go. It's big possession right here. Need a bucket.
Eves, nice shot, nice pass fake. Finds Milligan on the block. Kick out. Davenport. Yes.
Yep. Good job by Milligan to draw the defense and the kick. Knocked it down.
Well, it all starts with the inside out.
Yeah,
you
and
start your
they
way
haven't been
in.
able to get that tonight with the big men out, but right there went back to a little bit of the old offense for the Thoroughbreds.
Look really good doing it. Arnett with a tough shot. Milligan high for the board. Down 3 with 10.5 to play. Lob into Edmondson. Oh, tough catch.
Man.
Bad pass.
Feel like the moment, and it's been that kind of game. It's been frustrating like that all night. There's been one stretch where they capitalized on a little bit of a run with none, but Other than that, it seems like they get a little momentum and then make a mistake, and then Indy comes down and answers. So
You just wanted to have sustained runs, and it seems like it's been very abbreviated for the Thoroughbreds, those runs. 10-17 to play after the turnover. Down 3, 94-91.
I believe this crowd's ready to explode at the drop of a hat, man.
Arnett creeps into that middle part of the zone. It took it Express about 3 possessions get that zone how they wanted to offensively, and then they got one easy one there.
And Arnett's picked up too many easy baskets here in this game.
Hart dribbles into a 3, no good. Eves almost with the offensive board.
Good effort, just couldn't hang on there.
And lays one in.
Just like that, back to a 7-point game.
Tough break for the Thoroughbreds. Edmondson extending that range out. Long 3. Dribbles, bounces around. Milligan has it. Cutting Edmondson. Layup. Yes.
Good. Nice job by the big man there to cut to the basket and lays it in. Love the debut from the big man.
I do too. Flirting with a double-double, if I'm not mistaken.
Absolutely. He's getting close.
Corner 3, Phil, y'all. That's huge. That hurt.
And see, those are the shots they're hitting tonight that have been the difference. Thoroughbreds have not knocked those down. I mean, it's been too sparse from beyond the arc for Owensboro.
Eves turned the corner, has wide open Davenport.
Short.
Eves passed up a layup. He had the defender beat.
Yeah, he
Down
needed
101-93.
2 there to stop the bleeding a little bit.
Reddick runs and jumps, layup. Good job. Good weak side movement, or backside movement by the Express. And it's a Thoroughbred timeout with 8:37 to play, down 10, 103-93. It hadn't reached 10 in a while.
No, Indy's just tough, man. They come at you in waves, and you let your guard down for 1 minute, and they put up 6 points where you can even blink your eye.
Right.
It's just, it's tough when you're undermanned. And the Thoroughbreds have, I think Coach Anderson's done a great job of running in the waves tonight. It's just, we're just not knocking down shots from the outside. A lot of the points that the Thoroughbreds have came off have been off hustle points and, breaking your man down one-on-one, but they just not hit the open looks from the outside
Right.
tonight.
They're not getting those tide-turning buckets.
Right.
Where, they might string together a couple possessions. They even get a turnover, and then they come down and you're like, all right, this is
This
huge.
is it.
And then they can't.
Then they turn it over, or, it's just
boom, boom.
it's
4 or
tough.
6 straight points by Express, and it's like, man, it's a 10-point swing or something.
Yeah, and the fast break point starting to push back out in favor of Indy 35-28. Caden Edmondson does have a double-double now. Registered 11 points, 10 boards. So
Wow.
double-double for him, double-double for Milligan.
Good
Probably,
debut.
and they've been good enough to win this game. That's the thing. Milligan and Edmondson on the inside. Davenport's logged some good minutes banging in there, but they just haven't been able to knock down the jump shots. Kind of set this thing apart. Only 25% from beyond the arc to 40% for Indy. And that's the difference in the ballgame.
Oh, yeah. Milligan's going to try to get him one. Does by the big fella.
Stepped himself, just as I say it. Got to have those.
That's the way the game is evolving, Steve. All 5 players need to have
Shoot
that
the
ability
3,
to
yeah.
come on out. Y'all looking to move, finds Reddick, and almost a turnover. Corner 3, Arnett. That's huge.
Man, oh, man. These dudes just flash shoot the rock, man. I mean,
Telling you.
all of them.
Deep 2 is what they call that.
Oh,
for
wow.
Arnett. Deep 2 is what they're calling that one from Arnett. So it's 105-96. And it's still by Phil Yaw. Here comes a 2-on-1 by the Express. Dump down. Campbell, good.
Eves not as confident in the second half. And I think some of that is that the bench time kind of took him out of the flow of the game. He's having a hard time getting back into the thing here. Dead legs a little bit right now.
Still a lot of game, but they
Still a
can't
lot
be
of game.
pulling around. Hart,
Gotta have-
Milligan, hit one, steps back, goes for another, got it.
Yes. Boy, I didn't know he had that in his arsenal.
Yeah. He's reaching into the bag tonight.
That's a step back 3, James Harden style right there.
Good. Stepped all the way back.
Got to get a stop here if you're the Thoroughbreds.
Oh, almost a travel by Philly on a
kicked
kick
it.
by Hart.
Love the hustle, love the aggressiveness, but you know what? Indy's just they've got a mismatch at every spot. Body-wise, they're just more physically stronger. I mean, a little bit quicker maybe, too, off the dribble. And it's tough. They're spreading the Thoroughbreds out and just taking them one-on-one and pretty much getting anything they want right now.
Yeah.
The zone for Coach Anderson, good idea, but they eventually started to exploit that, so now he's adjusted back here to the man-to-man.
Campbell, pull up. See if he can't reach into his pull one deep. There he goes, a long two. And that's going to be hard for the Thoroughbreds if this man starts doing that. He's tough.
You got to have stops. And right now, they're not getting any stops.
Milligan likes that Arnett matchup. Backs him down. They're blocked by Arnett. There you go. Maybe Arnett likes his matchup.
Yeah, Arnett has had some nice timed defensive plays tonight. That was just another one.
Good deflection by Hart.
Yeah,
Gets
good
the steal.
defense. They finally get a stop. Now they got to convert here.
Eves, floater, yes, off the
Good.
glass and in. Well done.
Vivian
See if they're about to put none in. See if he can't go microwave style.
Need to get Corey back in the game too. I know he hasn't had his best game tonight, but you always need that threat on the floor. He's microwave style. Would be Johnny on the spot.
Yeah. We got a timeout by Coach Owens in the Express with 6:03 to play in the ball game. It's Indy 109, Thoroughbreds 101. We'll be right back. Watch Thoroughbred basketball on TBL TV. Back to the Sports Center. Thoroughbreds down 8. 109-101. Plenty of time. 6:03 to play in the ball game.
I love it. Big Chuck says one stop, White, and that's exactly what we've been saying. Stops. I think defensively, for the Thoroughbreds to win this game, I mean, they're going to have to create the energy on the defensive end, and that'll translate over to the offense. But obviously, down 8, you'll have to get some stops here to get yourself back in it.
Horn set for the Express, looking to get a matchup that they like. And they're trying to get Campbell on Edmondson, and they feel like they have an advantage there. Campbell a little bit too much, dribbled off his knee. So there's that turnover and the stop that the Thoroughbreds were looking for.
I think it speaks volumes to what Coach Anderson has seen in Edmondson, that he's still in the game at 5:54 remaining here in the third quarter game. That's huge for the season.
You know, it says a little something with trust.
Sure.
You know, the coach is saying, hey, I trust you right now in these big minutes. And that's what players want.
Yeah, Hart goes to the bench. That's a guy you think could be in the game at this point. Let's see what they get with Edmondson. Maybe a little more size in there.
Yeah, you're also thinking matchups, too. I get that as well. Left side, Milligan. There's your run out. He's already knocked a couple, so now you got to come out on him. Wolford looking to get on Reddick. And Eves, pull up. Eves, short.
Got hit.
Oh, and the box out. I thought Edmondson got the save
what in
and
the
throw it off
world?
the player.
They're saying he was out of bounds when he caught the ball. But he was in the air when he caught the ball, was he not? No response, really, from the bench. Even the Indy players are getting entertained by Big Chuck.
I'm gonna watch it here on the delay that I've got. They're saying, I think they're saying the ball hit the ground.
Ball, it was
before
out of
Edmondson
bounds.
got it. It's close. Jab step. Corner three. No good.
They finally missed one, and we can't get the board, man. It's like they've been – and look at him. He's going to – Coach Owens wants to run this clock a little bit.
Yeah. Henderson. No. Reddick steps into one. No good. None with the board here. He wants to run now.
Got to go.
Over to Wilford. Big three coming.
Yes, sir. Corey Wilford.
And a nice answer by the Thoroughbreds. Wilford.
Here we go. 5-point game. 4:48 to go. Let's get the defense out and buckle your seatbelt.
Yeah, needed that one, Steve.
Edmondson with the steal.
Dribbling. Euro. Foul from behind. Campbell doesn't like it. He's thinking, oh,
Tee him up. Tee him up. We'll take every point we can get.
Absolutely.
How about Caden Edmondson on the hustle play?
And that, I mean, the Thoroughbreds love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, get it up. Sports Center on their feet. There you go. Look at Big Chuck eyeballing their pitch.
Edmondson at the line to shoot 2 after the steal and the breakaway in the open floor. Free throw. Bounced around for a little while and out.
All that cheering.
Get
we
you
couldn't,
one
we
right
couldn't
here.
get the roll there. I mean, come on, Ram.
Yeah.
Entering the game for Indy, number 9, Josh Caldwell.
Man, Mr. Campbell, he felt like he's got a couple fouls. He felt like he hadn't really earned tonight.
No. Edmondson at the line for one more. And got it. It's a good stroke by the big fella.
Absolutely.
6'9", out of Bethel University by way of Webster County. Is that what you said,
That's
Steve?
right. Webster County Trojan, I do believe.
Go, y'all.
Nice switch by him as well.
Reddick with the jab and a pull up deep, too. Good,
Yeah,
man.
man.
The answer back.
That's a big-time shot right there. I feel like the momentum is starting to swing a little bit. That'll quiet the crowd. Love to get Corey free on one of those off
Yeah,
the
I would
screen.
too. None splits. Pull up 16-footer long. Ah, Milligan. I thought he might be able to dig it out.
Couldn't quite get there.
Can't get it. And now the Express are content with playing the clock.
I'm okay with that. I think it's too early for that, Jazz.
Yeah, just 6
Takes them out of their offense a little bit.
Just a 6-point game. Arnett looking to get his own board, and Thoroughbreds got caught watching on the glass.
And Edmondson got pulled out defensively there, so there was nobody home for the rebound.
Anderson stripped and fouled.
Now, I'm not really all right with it when you give them multiple looks. You know,
Yeah.
if they're going to run the clock, you got to come away with one possession. You can't give them 2 looks.
His third, team foul number 2,
Anderson at the line, shoot 2.
TJ Henderson.
Getting to the point in the game where you're going to need some Corey Wilford magic.
Free throw, good.
Any of them can knock the threes down, but Corey's just got that ability to, in late in games, to
And hit big
hit a
shots.
switch, man.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think the bad news for Owensboro is I think Coach Owens knows it. Him and Corey seem to be pretty tight.
Just that mutual respect.
Yeah, you're not going to see him give Corey an inch of daylight, I don't think, for the rest of the game.
No. A little bit of pressure here by the Thoroughbreds, or by the Express. Milligan's going to step into one. Oh, looked good, just short. And Henderson fouled by Wilford. Good foul by the veteran.
Just can't knock down the shots tonight. I mean, that'll be the story in the end. It just,
It was a story against Kokomo.
and you know the thing about it is you can't even really be upset. I mean, they played so hard. I mean, they battled on the boards. They battled defensively. I really can't be upset with any of that effort. It's just haven't knocked down
Sometimes
shots.
it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it's just they've had good looks too.
3:16 to play in the ball game. Down 8, 113-105 with another one coming. And that one rolls off.
Milligan.
And that is completely legal. Here in the TBL, you can knock it off the rim if you're there. Eves had a steam. Wiped. And off of Indy and out of bounds.
I think that's the right call.
I do too.
It didn't go off as he got back tipped out of
Yeah,
bounds.
it's basically just a back tip is
Yeah,
all that
that's
was.
all it was,
It didn't
yeah.
skirt off of an ankle or a shoe or anything like that. Give Edmondson a round of
Oh,
applause. He was
absolutely.
great tonight.
Played great. Tremendous game from Edmondson. Just what they brought him in to do, he did it tonight.
Inbound Nunn near midcourt. Down 8. Nunn, nifty dribbling, layup. Man, a lot of contact, no call. Ball loose, and Arnett's going to come down with it for the Express. 2:48 to play in the game.
And Indy's a well-coached team, man. They run their sets so well. They listen and
High
execute.
post set. Oh, man, a little extra dribbles there. Nice, and a slam by Milligan.
This game's not over.
No.
Especially with the pace that Indy wants to play. The Thoroughbreds just have to close out and get rebounds. Limit one possession, because I feel like running the clock right now is kind of taking Indy out of their flow a little bit.
It's the beauty of the shot clock. You and I have called hundreds of games where we don't get that luxury.
No, we don't.
And the thing about a shot clock is you can count possessions. And you can know when you need to stall ball and when you can't. Tough bucket there.
Now, if they knock those down, it's going to be a tall task.
Then it's struggle city. But we're under 2 now, down 8, 115-107 are Thoroughbreds. Deep, Wilford. Oh. That Wilford magic. We needed some of that on that bucket.
They had to have it. And to be honest, they might say it's a bad shot, but that's Corey Wilford's shot. I mean, if it falls, which we've seen it fall a lot of times, it can keep you in a ball game.
Yeah, it will.
Hopes are fading now with 1:34 to go. That's a dagger there.
Grim. Griffiths with the
Gotta
board.
go.
They need a bucket here, quick. None had him back. Oh, wide open. Wilford passed
Nice
it up.
extra
Gets it
pass.
over to Eves. Griffith digs one out. Got to get a bucket. Griffith jab, fall away. No, man. Didn't like that one.
No, I just hadn't been there tonight. For Griffith, just hadn't had it tonight.
Approaching a minute to play in the game. Thoroughbreds down 115-107, and white flag may have just been thrown. 5 on the shot clock. Arnett, 3. Ooh. And Nunn's coming down with it. Leaking out as Milligan. Left-hand layup, good.
It's a 2-possession game now. 6 points.
The press was not in place.
Foul number 4, Corey Wilford. His 4th personal. Team foul number 4.
40 seconds to play. Down 6, 115-109.
Man, I love sitting courtside.
I
You
do
get to hear
too.
all the. I learn a little bit about the game.
Yeah.
Listening to these guys, man. Pretty good voice over here on the sidelines for the Express too.
Sometimes what you see doesn't change at any other levels.
No,
the same frustration is there
it is.
at all
The same
levels.
thing you heard him yell right there at the players. The same thing you hear him yell at the high school level.
Yeah, just some things
Quick
are worded
crying to
different.
the official and get back on defense.
Yeah. And it's what makes you age as a coach.
Oh yeah. Makes it back to a
Do what?
3-possession game with that free throw now.
That was a big one. 37.9 to play in the game. Another one coming and good.
Now it's just prayer time, right? None could be that guy.
You just got to see what you can
Let it fly.
create. Nice hesitation. Layup. Oh.
Tried to get the and one by stopping and starting, but just couldn't quite get there. Oh, Most had the steal on the inbounds.
And coming in aggressive, looking for a tie up or a thrown elbow or something. That way they can get a possession.
Love the hustle. I
Yeah.
mean, None almost was a fingertip away from stealing that inbounds. 29.9 remaining.
Yeah, 117-111 with 29.9. Reddick got the line. Just hit 2 of them. One more. Back iron. It's all about finishing games. It makes 1 or 2.
7-point game. Yeah.
Down 7. Need a 1 here. Pull up, none. Milligan looking for a tip, and that's nothing there. That might be it.
Yep. Call the dogs off now. Shot clock's off, and that's going to do it.
This one hurts. They'll solidify themselves in 3rd place. Plenty of games to play yet, but you just still want to retain what you're doing.
Yeah.
That 2nd place is big.
It's tough, and the thing about it, when you're just outmanned right now, is what it boils down to for the Thoroughbreds. I mean, that's nothing against any of the guys they got playing because they played so hard tonight. It's just you can't discount how much you can go out and get, 25 to 30 points just by dumping it down the block.
Yeah.
I mean, literally just throw it down to Big Chuck and Mishak, and that's just easy buckets. And when you don't have that, you got to come up with those 25 to 30 points some other way. And they're getting a little bit of it, but they're missing so many. You gotta really be good from beyond the arc when you don't have that, and they just haven't been. And that's you're just not getting it right now if you're Owensboro.
They've been cold in several games in that facet. What they were hitting in the beginning of the year just doesn't seem to be falling right now. But we're going to take a minute break and be right back for end-of-game stats and analysis. This is Thoroughbred Basketball on TBL TV.
I am Josh Mackey saying good night from the
Yeah. Hey, can we get another?
Here at the Owensboro Sports Center, your final score, Thoroughbreds come out on losing end, 118 to 111 to the Indy Express. They needed this game to get back into second place in the division, where Kokomo Bobcats sit pretty.
They're sitting
comfortably
pretty
at-
right now,
at
yeah.
First, and so the Express will retain second, and Thoroughbreds will move to third. And so that means Sunday night's a big game against the Columbus Condors.
Yeah, it is. It's huge, and Columbus is right on the heels of the Thoroughbreds, even more so. Now I don't know the results of their game tonight, or tomorrow, whenever their next game may be. But right now, for you're the Thoroughbreds, you just got to try to maintain, and I don't want to say wait for reinforcements, but maybe try to, like I said before the game, you got to try to steal a couple of these games where maybe you're outmanned a little bit. And right now, it just hadn't happened. That's the fourth straight loss. And injury, since Mishak has gone to the sidelines, they missed Corey for a couple games too. And when you're missing your two top scorers and your top rebounder, I mean, not a lot of teams, when you're competing at the highest level, it's going to be hard to overcome that. And I thought Caden Edmondson, stepped into a role, off the street and played really well tonight. It was just, at the end of the day, Ben, you look down, and, I mean, everything's pretty even. I mean, bench points, Thoroughbreds 36, Indy 35, and fast break points. Thoroughbreds really came back and stabilized that. 40 to 38, Indy only by a bucket. Second chance points, even at 14. Points in the paint, dead even, 52 to 52. And the Thoroughbreds out-rebounded. I thought the Thoroughbreds outworked Indy tonight for the most part. And that's the thing, when you're outmanned, you have to bring more effort to the table. And I thought the Thoroughbreds did that tonight. It was just, at the end of the day, you look down, and we shot it 43.9% and only 27% from beyond the arc.
That's the difference.
And then they shot it, 48%, almost 40, right at 49% actually, and then 35% from beyond the arc.
What was the free throw differential?
Free throw differential, that's a good one there. 27 attempts for Indy. They knocked down 21 of them. Thoroughbreds only 17 attempts, knocked down 15 of them.
So they shot 10 more free throws.
Yeah, they shot 10 more free throws. And to be honest with you, there was a lot of fast breaks that, I thought maybe the foul calls could have gone our way that didn't. In the end, I don't think that was really, I don't think there was bad calls or anything that cost the Thoroughbreds. I think it was the aggressiveness of Indy attacking on the fast breaks early in the game. I think that discrepancy really jumped out in the first half because they were really getting a lot of fast breaks off of some bad turnovers from the Thoroughbreds.
Yeah, I think to really just sum things up, it was more just timely shooting by
It was,
by Indy.
because it felt like they hit a lot of threes, but you look down, they only hit 11. But I feel like 10 of those came at times where you're like, oh, man, that was a big one.
Yeah.
And it was like, I feel like we said that a lot tonight because it felt like every time the Thoroughbreds would get life, Indy would just knock down a shot. And
It was basically they did what we were trying to do.
Yeah.
Hit that big one to get you up on the hump, and they were hitting the ones to stymie us.
Yeah.
And those just outweighed anything that the Thoroughbreds are trying to do tonight.
Yeah, balanced attack across the board. You had Javion Eves with 24. Evan Milligan with the great game tonight, 24 points, 16 rebounds for Milligan, who I said they needed somebody to step up tonight, and I thought Milligan really was that guy.
Was great.
You had 21 points from Nunn, who went on a 9-0 run all by himself there at one point, was just unconscious.
That was so fun to watch.
It really was. Absolute pleasure to watch. Corey Wilford finishes with 14. And then the big man, Caden Edmondson, 12 points, 10 boards to finish with a double-double in his Thoroughbreds debut. Davenport with 9 to round out the scoring for the Thoroughbreds. You look down, and it was just a tremendously balanced attack from Indy. I mean, 25 points from Arnett. A lot of those were uncontested. I mean, he had 4 layups, I think, in a row there at one point where he didn't even really get contested. 19 points tonight from John Hart. He had 14 points from Campbell, Filial, and Reddick. Filial in his homecoming here at the Sports Center with 14 points had himself a nice game. Double-double from Filial. Had 10 rebounds as well, so a nice game from him. And, T.J. Henderson finishes with 11. Caldwell with 11. It's almost everybody that played reached double figures for Indy tonight. And that's kind of the thing. You look down, you're like, oh, man, he's having a great game, and he's having a great game. Well, at the end of the day, it was pretty balanced across the board for the rotation for Coach Owens and the Express, and they're a good team.
Yeah, it's hard to pick one and then try to stymie them because you got somebody else that's just going to pick up and take off.
They just kept coming at you in waves, and the Thoroughbreds really, at the end of the day, if you're a Thoroughbreds fan, I don't think you can't be upset by the effort level at all.
No.
It's just sometimes the shots don't fall, and unfortunately, that's kind of been the case for the Thoroughbreds over the past couple weeks.
Yep. Just couldn't get them to fall when they needed them the most. And they come out on the losing end tonight, 118 to 111. Thoroughbreds be in action on Sunday here at the Sports Center, 3 o'clock against Columbus Condors. For Steve Turner, I'm Ben Hardesty. We appreciate you watching Thoroughbred Basketball on TBL TV.